walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred. From where you came isn't who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. That storm keeps on raging, but don't you forget, God's not done with you yet. When it feels like you're losing the war in your head, just know this isn't the end. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time. You still got to break these chains that left you scarred. From where you came isn't who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right around when you go down, when you go down, down.
Hey, walk out the house with my swagger, hop in that whip, yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious, I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry, that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night, cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fatal with
You spin my head right around when you go down, when you go down.
it's going down.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. And off we go from Arizona. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Michigan man, Donovan Edwards. And he's going to be stopped out that line to begin this ball game.
Brings up second and 9.
On the jump from the 24 now. Here is second down and 9.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
Ready?
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll be third down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
To They'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cody Simon. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Good blocking to the 15. And he will score! Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown gives him 18 on the season.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Press all 80.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now a handoff to Edwards. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. To stop it here, we have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. From the 43, here's second down and 6. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here comes third and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Ready, ready. Ready, steady.
Now it's Edwards. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and
9. Ready, set.
From the 33, here's second and 9.
Ready, ready. Cut.
Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on third and 3? And that is incomplete.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on third and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. To the goal line and in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one, up top for Dobbs. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around. but it falls incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And that will lead to a second down. They'll run. Here's Benson. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be taken down. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll go again with Benson. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
A handoff, running left is Benson. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is out of bounds. 15-yard pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
16-yard line.
Now give up the middle extension. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss of a yard.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. That is caught. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Benson, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A loss of 2.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
He'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set. Here we go, set. Count. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. And this is a big problem going the wrong way. Out of bounds well behind the original line of scrimmage.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. In motion, that's Thornton. They'll throw out of the gun. over the middle. That's the tight end, Hawkinson. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's Felton. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running straight ahead with Edwards. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Looking middle, and it's complete to Felton. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run it. He will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. But no way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jonathan Grenard. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
throwing now on 3rd and long. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this. Back to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on. Hit. Crack on, lady.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cut. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
I think they tricked him that time, Mike. I mean, they originally showed zone, so he thinks the defender's going to pass him off into an open area, but then they match it underneath with a man concept, and he doesn't see the defender until the ball leaves his hands. Big-time play by the defense, and puts their offense in a great spot.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season. Extra point now by Riley. He's got it. And the Cardinals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Jalen Thompson on the coverage.
Let's go.
On the give, it's Edwards. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
3rd and long.
Ready? Yep.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Back to throw. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
1st and 10 now from the 36. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Donovan Edwards. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
His kick is good. That ties the game at 21 apiece. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion, These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll try and run here with Benson. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
That's good.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on, the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And we'll set up first and goal.
20.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming back.
To the 5-yard line.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the Vikings 5-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinals. His 4th TD grab of the season. Now Ryland for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals go up by 7, 28-21. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. Crazy. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Tap the 60. Come on. Hey. Stretch the eagle.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Catch.
Oh, a wide open receiver. That's Jefferson. And he's in! Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Lutz for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Vikings have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. midfield. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the air now on first and 10. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. It's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds onto that ball for one count longer. And most likely was going to result in a sack.
They run out of the gun with Benson. He's got space inside the 25. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 39 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Harris. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
One more time, Harris. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing here on third and goal. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Arizona.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. Might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he will score. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown Cardinals. What a season it has been. He's at 28 touchdowns now for the year. Extra point now by Riley. Got it. And the Cardinals will extend this third quarter lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Chandler now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Now, faking the give. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. And the Cardinals have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. It's an Arizona 1st down. On the handoff, this is Benson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Ready up.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Let's go.
He'll run with Harris. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal.
Ready.
A draw to Benson. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
The 3-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Ready. 18 caution.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 1st-round pick. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Now a screen set up for Edwards. That one way too slow developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller. And it's going to be third down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see...
Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Complete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball. And now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
On the ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to let one fly for Addison. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because they're worried about him running back. There is a lot of space open underneath.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Over right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down? We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the 2nd half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Dobbs open left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run here with Benson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. Back to the right side. Caught by McBride. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Carrier. He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Here's a
6.
2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Trying its run. Touchdown, Arizona. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And this is my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
A gain of 7 yards.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll look middle. He's got his man complete.
It's a gain of
16-yard pickup on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Vikings.
Flush to his right. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked up by Max Melton.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week. boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
Rocco switch. Go.
On second down, it's Benson. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. Brings up third down.
Third and long. Here's Harris. And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is fourth down.
Pretty obvious they're just trying to catch the defense off guard. Everyone's thinking third and long. That's a passing down. And we're going to sneak a run in. So give credit to this defense. They were well prepared for both run and pass, and they don't fall for it.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
It's got as bad as it can possibly get. Like, really one play into the drive, you're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Cardinals 59, Vikings 28.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And a strong 1st down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
He's got a receiver. It's Addison. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
And the Vikings 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
1st down, Minnesota.
Ready.
On the draw, it's Edwards. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
8 yards
From the 46. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go now.
They'll throw out of the gun. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 23 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready?
They'll look to throw. That's taken in, and he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. Big letdowns defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long. They'll look to throw again. That is hauled in at the 5. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense gets a little lackadaisical.
Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one, take it in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer.
Vikings 35.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here we go, here we go. Check out.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 18 yards. And a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On first down, right back to Harris. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Tag. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A give. Here's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Fresh on the floor.
Here's a 3rd and 10. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
2nd and 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Third and 11. So it's a win for the Cardinals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as